So, I'm very excited to be in Montenegro and look forward to learning more about Montenegro's culture and traditions. And I especially look forward to meeting and hearing from officials and citizens from all sectors from all over your country. And as I learn about your traditions, I'm excited to be able to be here today to explain U.S. culture and promote the values that we all share. I arrived 3.5 weeks ago, not even a month, during the period of intensified and focused dialogue with NATO. So naturally, my team and I spend a lot of time working with the government of Montenegro on NATO issues. And while I'm not here today to talk about the 4 reform areas or any NATO-specific issues, I do want to say a few words about values. And I say values because to me, NATO is not really a partisan issue at all. Joining the alliance is about shared prosperity, shared security, and shared values. And speaking as an American, NATO values are our values. They're the values of the rule of law, the value of the transparency in government, the value of social and economic opportunity for all citizens, and most importantly, stability, both internally and externally. Shared values simply mean that we want the same things for our children. We want them to be safe. We want them to be able to find a job. We want them to have opportunities and to have a say in their community, their society, and their world. These are values that everybody, regardless of political affiliation, regardless of nationality, we all share them. The United States wants the Balkans to be prosperous and economically stable. Just as the United States believes that the commitment to rule of law and market-based economies are key to regional stability, so do U.S. and European investors. And as I said at the recent AmCham event last week, further reforms in the area of rule of law have the added effect of spurring economic growth. More investment and more jobs helps everybody in Montenegro. I'm also very pleased to see several members of the opposition here today. In my less than 1 month, unfortunately, I haven't had the opportunity to meet with all of you here personally, but I promise you that my team is busy at work doing what I've asked them to do, and they are making meetings, setting up meetings as we speak, because I want to assure you that as an American, I value opposing viewpoints. Democracy has as its foundation a free, frank, and respectful exchange of views. And just as the government works for the good of all of its citizens, all citizens, regardless of political affiliation, need to hold their government accountable for fulfilling the government's promises in a respectful and productive way. I also want to congratulate Parliament for passing the recent package of reform legislation. Building frameworks to tackle corruption and organized crime is not partisan, it's simply good policy. We expect all sides to work to implement this recently passed legislation and to strengthen democratic institutions in Montenegro. So in conclusion, the United States supports the Montenegrin government's NATO aspirations because we believe that the NATO accession process will provide positive results for all Montenegrins, regardless of political affiliation. However, the decision on whether or not to join NATO is a Montenegrin one, and a Montenegrin decision alone. And in that spirit, I very much welcome the exchange of views that we will hear here shortly. I appreciate the opportunity to speak today, and I look forward to working with everybody in this room on our common goals and shared values. Thank you.